From Nashville, Tennessee, Inside the Noize podcast with your host, Jenna Heidman. Here's Jenna.
All right. Hey guys, welcome back to Inside the Noize. I'm your host, Jenna Heidman. To my left is Katie Kaup.
What's up?
And today we are joined by Nate Fredrick.
How are y'all?
Good. How are you?
Doing all right.
You good?
Today's an exciting day.
Mm-hmm.
You just released your single.
Yep.
How does it make you feel?
Relieved, essentially. Yeah. It took it's like a year and a half process of getting that song like put together and out, just because it started off almost as a demo,
right?
And then over the course of the evolution of the song, it just kind of morphed into something that was done, and then I released it. So it's kind of nice.
Cool. And how did you decide that this is going to be your next single? I mean, I'm sure you write every single day. You write probably 2-3 songs, or if maybe even one. But
I brought it to my PRO, Leslie Roberts at BMI about a year and a half ago, and she had she really dug the song. Oh God, that's stupid.
That's not stupid.
I brought her a lot of music in the past, and she was like, this one's really got it, and she kind of pushed me towards like, you need to either pitch this song to someone or you need to release it yourself, like, because this is probably one of the best songs that you've written. I wrote it with a girl named Casey Weston a year and a half ago, and my roommate at the time had a studio in his house, and the vocal that's actually on that track is the scratch demo vocal from the day after we wrote the song.
Oh, cool.
That's cool.
Then, there's actually a different version of the song that we recorded in Muscle Shoals with the band that I have here in Nashville, and this was just kind of like the demo version of the song. And over the course of like 8 months, my roommate kept working on it, and we kept like going back to it and just revisiting it every time we would write or do something. And it just kind of built itself over a year and a half into a finished song. And then once it was done, I was like, well, this is better than a demo. Like, I can't just like, I need to release it as a song.
Yeah.
And so I'd always planned on releasing that song, but not that version of the song until it just felt really done. So.
And you're like, it needs to have its moment.
Kind of, yeah. As cliche as that sounds, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
No, I get it.
Cool. Well, each week we start with make some noise, stop that noise. So you have like a week high, week low, something good that happened, something bad that happened.
Okay, you start.
Okay. Oh, my week high. I made it to the gym every single morning this week. Every single morning.
Yes, that is good.
And I'm just so excited that I actually made it.
Okay, week low.
Week low. I don't.
No, you're like me.
You gotta have a low.
Week low. My sister and I have been sharing a car all week because I left my car at home after Thanksgiving.
Oh.
And so I feel like I'm stranded everywhere. And I'm relying on other people, or like we're like picking each other out.
God on the 7th day created Uber.
Yeah, but I'm trying to like not spend all my money on Uber this week.
True.
So we've been sharing a car. It's fine. I leave on Monday for Las Vegas. So.
Yeah, another high.
Another high.
So hard.
Speaking of Uber, does anyone understand why they will say that an Uber is 4 minutes away for like 20 minutes?
It's every time.
Isn't that very frustrating? Because if it's under 5 minutes and you cancel it, it charges you like $5.
I usually do Lyft only because it's way cheaper.
Lyft is way cheaper. I've been an Uber user, but my sister uses Lyft.
I have both of them just in case because I have a VIP on Uber because like if you use it so much, then you get like
free rides. Or,
yeah,
like, discount,
you're like verified, and I was like,
it's
yeah.
Nice.
And the thing is, like Lyft generally is like $5 to $10 cheaper.
Yeah.
Which is, it's weird. It's so weird.
Right.
But it's worth it.
So, your make some noise, stop that noise.
So my make some noise is I just moved into a house.
Woo!
My first ever house on Sunday.
Can't wait for the party.
We'll be there for 2 years. I'm renting it. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of parties. There's a nice big backyard. I'm going to eventually get a puppy. That was my goal of getting a house. Is I was like, I'm just going to get a puppy. That's why I need a house. Because I've been in an apartment and it sucks. And then stop that noise. I don't know because I don't really have.
Yeah, every week.
Time because I'm so
she doesn't have a
positive.
stop
like,
that
everything
noise.
happens for.
Then when you leave here, you'll be like, oh, that was what it was.
Yeah, I mean, I guess my stop that noise was Morgan Johnston played Whiskey Jam last night, which that is not a stop that noise. Like keep that noise going. But I was like almost late to going because I was getting stuff from my house, and I picked up like the ratchet bags at Walmart of like food that you're like you see at the checkout, and they're like already to go. They're like to go bags, and I've been on like really healthy diet. And all of a sudden I was like, wow, I'm hungry and I don't have time. And I realized I didn't eat yesterday. And I was like, oh, I got to eat something. But it's like 9:30 and she's about to go on stage. So I looked over and I was like, I'm just going to do it. Just do it. Like I had to literally convince myself. And I just grabbed it, put it in my purse and went. I ate it at the end of the night and I never felt so sick in my life.
Ooh.
Like it was the worst thing. And also this is kind of make that noise. I got to Morgan's performance literally 3 words into her first song.
Oh my
god! And
gosh.
I like slid into the front, and I was like sliding in your DMs like this, and then like whatever. And she looked down and she was like, "God bless your hair." And I was like, "I tried.
I tried.
I hit 115 on the highway, but it's fine. Yeah, don't tell the cops that."
Dangerous.
What was
Okay,
yours?
Nate.
I'd probably say the Make the Noise would be releasing the single. The Stop That Noise would be. So I got back home from Thanksgiving on Monday, but during the drive home, for whatever reason, I was like really tired and like falling asleep at the wheel. So I stopped at a gas station about an hour and a half outside of Tennessee. And I live in Springfield, Missouri, or I'm from Springfield, Missouri. It's like 7 hours away. I stopped in the gas station and I was just going to take like a little nap. And I didn't turn my car off, but like I left it like the battery running.
Oh.
I fell asleep for like 4 or 5 minutes. And my battery died, and I woke up and was like trying to turn my car on. It was like, so I had to go into the gas station. Next,
was it like a ratchet gas station?
It was an okay one. Actually,
It's okay.
There was a police officer that was actually parked in, or getting gas, and I was like, "Do you have jumper cables?" He goes, "No, man, I don't. I'm sorry." And I was like,
What?
You're supposed to service me. Hello.
Not like a
help
security
me.
guard, like a police officer. I was like, "All right, thanks for really not being helpful and like kind of an asshole." And so I went inside, and the lady behind the counter, she had jumper cables, but then there was a big truck that was parked to the left of me, and I was right next to the curb, so I was the last one.
Oh my gosh. So
then I had to go find the guy who was in the truck to move his car so that she could jump my car so that I could just get back on the road because I took a nap. So.
Oh my
So
gosh.
that was definitely a low moment. Stop the noise for me.
Right.
Stop that noise.
On Monday.
So don't go to sleep in your car and leave your car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was
obviously.
cold, right?
Yeah, it feels
you
like
had to.
Yeah. Otherwise, it would have been really cold.
Or no?
No, I could have left it running and just like
True.
wasted like a small amount of
Yeah,
gas.
I
Like
guess.
I have a Honda hybrid now at this point.
Oh, fancy.
I used to have a Tahoe, which
Okay.
was a totally different spectrum
Yeah.
of gas. So it's like half electric.
Ooh.
So it
Fancy.
like jumped right up. It was great.
It sounds like something Jenna would do. Like, I could totally imagine you calling me and being like, hey, I'm in another state and I need you
And
to
I need
come
you-
drive here because I'm too scared to go talk to somebody to
That'd
get
be-
help.
Can
It
you
was
find
definitely,
someone
like,
to
just,
help
like,
me? I'm
a
only
leader
8 hours
crying at the
away.
door. I was like, hey, my car is dead in a parking slot, and the lady's like, okay, like how is that even possible?
Yeah, but I feel like everybody has those. Like, I feel like that's like a national. National.
National.
Like a national. It's a worldly thing that like no matter what, if you have a car, it's probably happened to you. So everybody
Sounds
gets
like
it.
a lot.
So it's like I would help somebody out because I'm like, oh, I've been there. Like it's weird, it's awkward enough that you have to go ask a stranger and like.
One time my car died at my apartment complex, and I called an Uber to pick me up to bring me to work out, and he offered to jump my car.
To work out. You got an Uber to go work
I
out.
did. I was like, hey, I'm just going to work out, but my car died. And he's like, you want me to jump in? That's kind of what I was hoping for.
I would have literally been like, I just can't come in today. I just can't work out.
No, you gotta go. I worked out. I go to D1 in Cool Springs, and I've been very inconsistent this like past 3 or 4 months because I travel a lot. And I went back right before CMA Awards, and I said, all right, guys, I got 3 days to get into shape. And they were like,
Oh my gosh, you go all the way to Cool Springs to
Yeah.
work out.
get out of here, Jenna.
That's dedication.
And then I was like, this week I'm like, all right, Joel, one more day until I got to get in shape before Las Vegas. And he's like, you only be coming in here when you got an event? And they yelled at me.
Literally.
I'm like, but really?
Okay, what's next step?
Okay, Nate, we're just going to talk about you.
Okay.
It's all about you.
It's all about you now. Just kind of tell us like a little backstory about coming to Nashville and just your journey.
Okay. Let's see. I moved to Nashville 3.5 years ago. I went to University of Arkansas.
What did you study?
Studied communications. I never graduated.
Okay.
Played golf in college at a Division II school.
What?
for 1
Whoa.
year.
Okay.
And then I transferred to University of Arkansas, and then was a Kappa Sigma
Oh my gosh.
fraternity.
Cool.
I started to write music when I was 20 years old. I was running from the police and fell off a cliff onto a railroad track and shattered my jaw. No.
Oh.
What?
And so my jaw was wired shut.
Wait, why were you running from the police?
Yeah.
Because I was 20. And
What?
This is like a whole big story now.
Yeah, it is a big story. So I was down at University of Arkansas on a street called Dixon Street, if you've ever been to University of Arkansas. And me and my friend Alex Sanders were walking down Dixon Street, and these guys were talking shit to my friend from like a balcony that was like, there were like lofts that lined the street. And he played football at Mizzou at that time and had like a really short temper. And so like he started like, exchanging words with them, and they threw a beer bottle down from the loft, and it hit the middle of the street. And right at that moment, a cop turned the corner, like took a left, and saw it, flipped on its slides. They went back into their loft, and we were just like standing there. So like they thought my friend or me were just like breaking beer bottles in the middle of the street. And so we were like, oh fuck. And so like we ran. They caught him, and I thought I was running through like into like the woods, but it was just like tree lined and then cliff and then 20 feet and then railroad track. So
oh my gosh.
So I like dove off of that at 20 and landed on my jaw, which is all metal, from my ear to ear.
Oh my gosh.
And
it's a good freaking story, though.
Found me back by the dumpsters at a place called On the Rocks at 3:30 a.m. Took me to the hospital, and they put my jaw back together all messed up. And so then I had to have it re-broken 6 months after that. And so like it was like a 2-year process, and during that I was like super lonely and in bed and my jaw wired shut. And so I started to write music because I had always like kind of played guitar and never sang. So when I first started to sing, it was with my mouth shut. My first like show like with a microphone was with my mouth wired shut, which was really funny.
Oh my
What?
god.
Yep. It was a song by Ryan Bingham called "Tell My Mother I Miss Her So." Was the first like I'd ever played in front of anyone, sang in front of anyone.
So how the heck did you sing with your mouth?
Yeah.
wired
Not
shut?
very well.
You're like,
I mean, you can still talk like with your mouth, like your teeth together.
they're probably like, wow, he's a really like special artist.
He's
I
got
would-
an
his
interesting
thing.
That would've been a nice
technique.
way to
That's
say
his
it.
thing.
Yeah. So, to make a short story long, so then I moved to Nashville 3.5 years ago. I'm 29. So 6 years of me bouncing around doing that, playing shows in Missouri and Springfield, and like actually learning how to sing and somewhat write. I decided to move here. I started the first day that I moved here, I went to, there used to be a thing called The Lookout at South on Demumbrian. My friend
I
John
remember that.
Gurney was playing, and John Gurney got
Chase
me.
Lauer.
Chase, yeah.
Yep, Chase Lauer. They both went to Mizzou.
Mm-hmm.
John Gurney got me a job bar backing at South through a guy named Steven Teester, who was the manager there.
Yep. Tease.
And I bar backed with a guy named James McNair and Bo. Shoot, I can't remember his last name. Anyway, he does like they're both in the industry. James is a writer. Bo does like photos and media and stuff like that. So I started working there. Then I started to bartend, and then I quit that job and worked at a golf course, which is Belmead Country Club.
Oh yeah.
Once I started working at Belmead Country Club, I had a record that I had recorded like a year prior, and I just like was going back and forth, deciding like some days I would love it, some days I wouldn't, and I finally just put that out. It did really well, and I just continued to write and meet people, but like I probably met the most amount of people when I bartended at South though, because that place was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
R.I.P. that place for sure.
It was popping before it was the old line
was
and
definitely
15
popping.
other things.
It was.
It's definitely a cursed place.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I'm just in town writing, recording to some extent. I finally have a band of people that will play with me. We've toured like Midwestern tours in like Chicago, Iowa, Missouri, Kansas, those type of places up where I'm at. So we've done that. just kind of doing the thing as much as I can. So
Cool. That's awesome.
Don't look
You
at
have
me.
anything to add, Jenna?
I don't. You're supposed to have the follow-up question.
I do have I always have a question.
I know you do, so I just like am waiting for you.
Do you think, like, have you toured in the South yet? Like,
yeah, like I've played in Alabama, Kentucky, obviously here in Tennessee.
Yeah.
cool.
I mean, a bit. I think I played in Georgia a couple times. Just kind of wherever I can get gigs.
Right.
In all honesty, which is what I think everybody really does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you think fans are different when it comes to the different regions? I mean, I've never heard anybody who started off and did all the regions that you've done.
Well, Missouri's a weird spot because it's like, it's the Midwest, but it's really like also the South
Mm-hmm.
in a way, like especially Springfield where I'm from. So you can kind of go either way. Like it's much different than Iowa.
Right.
Like Iowa's like very like Midwestern,
Mhm.
you know. Chicago is its own entity.
Right.
But it started off where I could get at least like a door deal or like some type of thing to play solo, and then with the band, like you have to really take care of more things from that standpoint. But really just to kind of route out at least 4 shows that make sense geographically,
Right.
travel wise, and where like if you have friends or you have the venue, like in today's world of music, it's definitely like a DIY deal. So the way that we all book gigs is
Very different.
Mm-hmm.
it's,
Social media.
So,
and-
yeah.
it's just different. Yeah, I mean, unless you're doing like active support of someone, like you just find out where like you gig share with people that are within your or in the same genre as you. You just play
Yeah.
play
Yeah.
so that you can play pretty
Yeah.
much.
Have you done anything down in Texas yet?
A couple times, solo, not with a full band though.
I feel like your sound, like you said, Ryan Bigham, he kind of got established in Texas, and it kind of matches. I feel like.
Yeah, there's a so University of Texas Radio is actually going to spin this song.
Oh,
also.
that's-
I think next week I have like a phone call interview with them. So due to that, I'm probably like February going to route out something probably
in
just
Texas.
solo for myself because I haven't played a lot there. Probably go to
I'll drive your
Austin,
van. I love Texas.
Dallas. Texas is cool.
I really like
Jonas
Texas.
loves the Cowboys in Texas.
Everybody from University of Arkansas was either from Texas or from.
See?
Oh, wow.
Everyone loves
Jenna
Texas.
just loves her a good man with a 10-gallon hat on his head.
Yeah. So,
Sometimes.
That's why she only wants to go to Texas.
It's fine.
If you're listening and you're a
Real Cowboys
cowboy.
are from New Mexico, though.
There you go.
Okay.
That's the thing.
See, Jenna, you're in the wrong
And I've never
state.
played in New Mexico, but I.
Well, that's next then.
We got good Mexican food, too. My ex was from New Mexico. We used to go there all the time. So
Ah.
good.
Okay. I gotta go to New Mexico. I'm working the National Rodeo Finals next week. So I'll be in Vegas for 2 weeks.
So cool.
That's what you're going to Vegas.
That's what
for,
I'm going to Vegas
not just
for.
to gamble, huh?
No, I don't think I should gamble.
Find her future husband
Yeah,
while working.
While working.
that'll be cool.
See?
Yeah,
That'll
and
be
you're going to
so-
be in Vegas. Like, I've never been to Vegas, but
Me
I feel
neither.
like it's really cool.
Never been to Vegas. I feel like everyone tells me it's a 3-day town and I shouldn't spend 2 weeks there, but I have no choice.
Yeah, you need. Yeah, take it easy. 'Cause
So-
for every day there, it takes like 3 to 4 days of recovery.
Oh my
I
God.
feel like Alan's coming on.
Oh, gosh.
Alan's coming down on the weekend, like that first weekend I'm there, so I'll probably
Why
go
was
to
I
a
not
show.
invited to this party? What the heck?
He's going with some other friends, but we're gonna go to a show, so that's probably my one night that week.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like limit myself because
Mhm.
I am working
Mm-hmm.
and I want to like be
But
able
you're in Vegas.
to wake up
Where are you
in
staying?
MGM.
Oh yeah.
Oh, my God.
But I'm also trying to work out every day and keep working out too.
Nice to have dreams.
Yeah, it's good. At least you're starting off on a good foot.
I told my trainer the other day, I was like, how do you live a balanced lifestyle? Like, I go out on a Monday night and I have 7 to 10 drinks and I wake up and I work out with you at 7 a.m. He's like, first off, who has 7 to 10 drinks a
I
night?
know, what the heck?
And I was
7
like,
to 10. That's like really honest. Like that's like what you tell your doctor. Like most people say that like per week. Everyone knows like, do you smoke? No.
but I was like, yeah, like, I have like a drink and maybe it's like vodka water and it's a double. And then I have a shot with someone. Then I have another shot. Then I have a beer. And then all of a sudden I'm 8 drinks in. and then I'm waking up to work out. I'm like, I just don't know, like, what's the best way to handle this
I
life.
just don't
You
drink.
get asked your personal trainer, like, how do I have 7 gin drinks and still like pull this off?
How do I have
How
a
do I
great
still
body?
how do I
Please,
still
I'm
get
not
an
gonna stop
effective
doing
workout?
So one thing has to change.
Yeah.
Like, how do I get an effective
Should
workout?
we move to 9?
Yeah. Do I need to drink more water in
2 p.m.
between?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm just trying to get the most out of my workouts. It's
Do
7
I
a.m.
drink more
bad.
water in between?
Oh my gosh.
It's fine. It's
This is
fine.
why I only drink on special occasions. And like
It's
once I
every
start
day.
drinking, I don't stop.
That's my problem.
That's my
I
problem.
get so excited and I'm out and I'm like, all right, everyone wants to do shots, me too. And then I'm like, wait,
But it's also because you don't go out that much.
I don't.
Like I'm out every night
See?
networking, and it's like if I drink, like when I first moved here, I drank every single time I went out. It was either somebody's buying me something or I'm buying it for myself because I feel like socially Nashville's like
It's
you
definitely
kind of
a learning
have
curve.
to.
You have to be out, but you don't need to go out.
And I'm
Yeah.
awkward. Like,
There's a
I'm
difference
awkward and
for sure.
quiet. So, like,
Yeah, you are awkward and quiet. And
get like 2 drinks in me and I'm like, woo.
wait, so what's your drunk alter ego?
I don't have a drunk alter
You
ego.
have to have one.
You just might not know.
I
yeah,
need to get
it's-
one,
have
I
to name
guess.
you. I have to see when you're drunk, and I'll name you because I'm Kathy when I'm drunk.
Do you have one, Nate?
No, not that I know of. I think that I do.
We'll hang around and I'll name both of y'all.
Yeah.
Okay, I
A
don't.
lot of friends that do have one. I've always wanted one, but you can't give yourself one.
No,
I don't
that's
think
what
I
I'm saying.
want a
I got
name.
named Kath because my friend Sam was like, "You're a Kath when you're like everybody likes Kathy more than Katie," and I was like, "That's kind of offensive." But,
I
like,
can't wait to
guess-
see. I can't wait to meet Kathy.
I was like, "Do you want me to be drunk every second of my day?" I mean, I can, but like,
I
don't know.
suggested to Katie that we drank during this podcast today, and she shot that idea down.
no, because the things that Kathy says cannot be recorded.
I would've been-
Friday.
It's Friday.
It is Friday,
Yeah.
as Rebecca Black would say.
Yeah, that definitely is like a learning curve when you first move here.
Yeah,
Like,
it's big. I've been here almost 3 years now, and when I first moved here, it was like a year of going out, and
everybody does it.
you feel like you have to, especially because it's like when you first don't know anybody, it's like you have to do it in order to kind of get yourself loosened up. Because like
Yeah.
for me, I won't go up. I'm very outgoing, but I won't go up to somebody normally, and Kathy will just go up and be like, "Yo, I like your shirt," and then all of a sudden we'll have a whole conversation and about I don't remember.
It's hard to do that with just like a water in your hand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's
I
just-
can't.
Now I can do it because I perfected the whole acting like I'm drunk when I'm not, and I can just be
Smart.
like, "Sorry, whatever's in." Like the other night.
Yeah. The other night, Katie was in the listening room, and I was bartending, and I was filling her wine glass up with water.
Because we were at the Average Joe's Christmas party, and everybody is wasted, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I don't want to drink. Like I don't really drink that much. Like I have to drive, and I was like I'm like the mom. I take care of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, shoot. And I looked at her, and I was like, just say this is white
White
wine,
wine.
and just fill up this wine glass. And
Like-
she was like, okay. And literally, people were like, you're chugging those wines. I'm like, I know, man. I have a problem.
Also,
I know.
guys, I think everyone was really drunk because I'm not a real bartender. I'm a fake bartender. I don't know how to bartend, and I was pouring people shots like half of a rocks glass.
You're
And
the
ano-
best kind of
another
bartender.
girl looked at me. She
Wow.
goes, "Jenna, that's way too much." I'm like, I don't know. I start talking, I lose count, and then all of a sudden there's way too much whiskey in the glass. I gotta fill the other one up the same.
Yeah.
It was okay. It's fine. Everyone's
Oops.
drunk. It's okay. Doubles for everyone. That's how I'd want it.
Everyone get drunk. Yeah.
Woo. Okay, Nate, do you want to play us a song?
Sure. Yep.
I'm not saying it because it's awkward. I'm saying it
I was
because
gonna say, you said you were gonna do that.
because
She's just awkward. in
because we're getting
general.
off topic, and I like to stay on schedule.
Talking about alcohol.
I have a game to play after the song.
Ooh, fun. Oh yeah, I saw that game.
As he's getting his guitar, Katie and I are gonna practice our ads.
Oh gosh. Oh wait, what are we advertising? The
So
Defiance
you
Fuel?
like water after you're
I
hungover?
do like water. I like Defiance Fuel though because they came to my gym the other day and they gave me Defiance Fuel
Did they?
and I've had it for like the last couple days and I actually feel better.
Okay, so my favorite thing about it is that you don't get water bloated. I drink a ton of water,
Yeah.
and I always feel sloshy. And when I drink Defiance Fuel, I don't feel sloshy.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, and I think you don't feel sloshy. Cures hangovers, keeps you hydrated.
When I was working out, like I really needed water, and the Defiance Fuel guy walked in.
You're
and
like,
I was
"Yes!"
like, "Did God just answer my prayers? Like, what just
It's a
happened?"
miracle.
Yeah.
Well, our listeners can get it for 20% off.
With what code?
You gonna do this together?
I mean, we can. I mean, I'm not sponsored by them. You are.
It's code Noize, Noize,
Noize with a Z.
Noize with a Z. Drink Defiance Fuel. That was great.
That was a great
I'm
ad.
leaving that all in there. That'll be
You want
so.
me recording this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, you can.
I figured you want me to.
single? Do you want me to play just a song?
You can do both.
You can do 2 songs today. Okay. So give us the story behind it and then play it for us.
This is a song called Forget Ever Loving Me. It was written about a relationship my sister had for like 2 weeks, and I hadn't been in a relationship in a while. This was like 2 years ago. And she went on a couple dates with this guy, and he was like, became really clingy.
Ooh,
yeah.
Stage 5 clinger.
Yeah, he was. And at the time, I didn't even really know like what that was, but she explained it to me. She's like, I wish he would just like leave me alone. I wish I would never went on a date with him. You know, like it was really fun, but like it's just gone too far. And so, she was like, I wish he just like would just like forget ever knowing me, forget, you know, ever loving me. And so, I kind of took that tagline and kind of ran with it and wrote the song in about 45 minutes and played it for her. She kind of wished I hadn't written it because every time I play it, I say that. And she's still single. She has 2 dogs, 2 Catahoulas. So.
Oh, that's all you need.
That's all you need.
Yeah, so that's the name of this song. It's not released. Probably going to record it in the next couple months.
Cool.
It's time that we rewind. Now sit back to a place where we're both understood. Is it a crime? No, to follow your heart, even when it leads you. We're further apart. No, I said, but don't ask me how I feel. No, then cry about what I say. Sorry for making you think that I felt the same way. I thought it was harmless fun. No, but now I finally see. I said, maybe it's time to forget ever loving me. And I feel cold, though inside my heart now. And I'm sorry I let you down and strung you along. And I'm not so low on the idea of us. I said, well, please don't make a fuss, 'cause my feelings are strong. No, I said, but don't ask me how I feel. No, then cry about what I say. Sorry for making you think that I felt the same way. I thought it was harmless fun. No, but now I finally see. I said, maybe it's time you forget ever loved me. I said, well, don't ask me how I feel. No, then cry about what I say. Sorry for making you think that I felt the same way. I thought it was harmless fun. No, but now I finally see. I said, maybe it's time you forget ever loving me. Ever loving me, ever loving me, ever loving me.
Woo!
Woo!
Good. Wow, that was really good.
I feel like your music is made
Early
of.
in the morning, I really lost my voice.
But you also played
That was
Revival
scary.
last night.
Yeah,
though,
you
right?
did play
Scary
it.
to play that.
Was
It's very scary.
The whole time he's like, oh, please.
Please.
Like when you like, you can feel your voice like doing things. So like you're like, I'm gonna not go for that. I'm gonna like. It's really interesting. But yeah, the revival was fun last night on Broadway. I've never actually been to the Tin Roof on Broadway.
Really?
I'm gonna have now.
Man, Tin Roof is my jam. Both of them.
Yeah.
It was cool. It was on the second floor. I think Rob Schneider's done that for like the last maybe like 3 months. It's like
Okay.
the last Thursday of every month. But now my buddy Vinny runs that like when Rob's out of town, because now he's obviously got a lot of stuff going on with all the Luke Combs stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was cool. The sound's great in there.
And it's cool because like tourists go there.
Tourists,
So I feel
yeah,
like
they get a
that's,
little more of like this, like songwriter, like
like the actual,
The
like, it's
actual-
not like the Broadway.
the normal Broadway
Yeah.
experience they get, which they're probably relieved to get a little rest from that after like 5 days
I
on
would
Broadway.
have to think so. I mean, I love this city, but like I wish that Broadway was just a little bit more eclectic. Not
Right.
so much
Yeah.
like gas stations. You know, it's like
Mm-hmm.
they're
Well,
all
also,
pushing the same thing.
it's very different from a full band because this is broken down as a singer. It's the round.
It's the round,
so,
yeah.
like for a tourist coming here, doesn't know what like I didn't.
Most
know
people don't know what a round
was.
is. Yeah, when they come here, they're like,
They
"What is
don't.
this?
When I
What's a
came from
song
Miami,
round?
I
A writer's
think
round?"
I think that is a. I mean, I know that that's a thing. I mean, it started with like the Bluebird Cafe.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
that writers in the round, and it is a really cool idea because you could have 3 artists and you could put a full show together, and you could have each artist play 8 songs or whatever for a set, and do it that way. Or you could like really if you put together an eclectic round like last night for us, it really was. It's very, very fun to watch, because by the time that you've gone all the way through the round, if it's 3 people or 4 people, you're ready to hear that other person's like next song.
Mhm.
yeah,
So it doesn't like oversaturate it with like the
doesn't.
same.
If it's eclectic
Yeah.
enough, you're like, once you get just enough to where you can enjoy it. You actually are listening to each person's song,
Right.
just because there's more time in between. So it is a cool deal.
it's
Do you
true.
want to play a single?
It's true.
It's true.
It's-
I always know when Jenna's awkward. Do you want to play your single?
I'm
for us?
awkward most of the time. It's fine. It's on brand to be awkward.
It's on brand to be awkward. Can't with you.
I'm sweating. It's fine.
Ew.
So go on and leave me if you think that you should. Well, I tried to blame you, but I never could. And lately the hours have been passing like days. Couldn't throw away the flowers I bought you. I left them dead in the vase. It's hard to face the feeling, leaving, lost love, moving on. My mind is reeling from everything that we let go wrong. Guess we just don't belong. You're my fire, I'm your rain. Why'd I have to put you out and extinguish the flame? It's hard to face the feeling, leaving, lost love, moving on. My mind is reeling from everything that we let go wrong. I guess we just don't belong. No, the love ain't the same. And I know you'll find someone new, but please remember my name. Wish you could still be here. Oh, hope someday you'll understand. I never meant to hurt you. It wasn't part of my plan. It's hard to face the feeling of leaving, lost love, moving on. My mind is reeling from everything that we let go wrong. I guess we just don't belong. Guess I'll be moving on.
You can clap. Woo. Good shit.
What inspired the right behind that song?
I had what was it? I was sitting. I'd already written like a couple songs with this writer named Casey Weston, who's been in town for maybe like 6 years.
She's like Woods now, I think.
She is like Woods.
Woods.
Now. She was on The Voice. I think she was on the first Voice.
Mhm.
I think. And I was living with my friend Andrew Manzardo, who actually ended up producing and engineering the single. He was the guy that I was talking about that kept like just doing stuff with it.
Mhm.
And I think it was really like what inspired the actual like melody of the song was I was doing this like. Just kind of dicking around, for lack of a better word, and so we wrote. I think we wrote like the actual like chorus part of it first, and then left it alone. And I finished up some stuff with it, and then came back with her, and we wrote like the third verse of it. What inspired it really was when I first moved to Nashville. A relationship that I was in before I moved, got out of, moved here, got back into, got out of, got back into. Like we just like kept trying to make something fit that didn't.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And even if you want, I mean, there are times when like, even like both of you want it to fit, and you just know that it won't because like you've been there, you've done that, you know where this goes, you know the situation of that. And so essentially that song is saying it's really both people being like, it was great, I care about you, I love you, I would like to be with you, but like we both know that like that is not going to happen.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like saying sorry to that person and to yourself in the same way.
Mm-hmm.
The same song, being like, I'm sorry this isn't working, and I'm really sorry that it isn't also.
Right.
You know, so I feel like everybody can like identify with that.
Yeah.
You know, that
Yeah.
It's like
It just doesn't.
it's not always fun for the person that is even like breaking up with the other person.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Like,
yeah.
And I feel like girls do that more. Like I have 2 younger sisters, and like guys are like, I like you. Like that's all that matters. Girls are like, no, you're not right for me. Like you're just not what I. Like you're not right.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. I still like you. Like you can be yourself, but like not with me.
Like, let's just be friends.
Guys don't understand that. They're like, what I do? Like, am I not good looking enough for you? Like, what?
They start picking that stuff.
Right. And like, I can change that. Like, no, you can't, because like they know you. And I think that's really what that song is about. It's like, I don't want you to change who you are. I just can't be with that person.
Right. That's deep.
It is deep.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's definitely a thing. I think everybody actually has been in that situation, whether they know it or not.
I just recently got out of that
for sure.
situation. It sucks. Trust me. Especially like the breaking up part just sucks. I'm just like, I'm sorry.
And then you can't really like,
I'm
you
not
know
good
that
at
it
that
has to
part.
be what it is. Like you really can't be around that
Yeah.
person, because it will end up going into the thing that doesn't work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, because it's like magnets. Like you're always.
Yeah, and it's not going to be different. Like it may be for like a week. It'll be like no.
It's always going to go back to natural.
It just always will keep. It'll keep recreating the exact same thing. Maybe you get there a different way, but it will always keep doing it.
Right.
So.
Wow.
It's like a therapy session.
Yeah, seriously. I'm like, is he writing about my life? I'm not sure. I feel triggered.
Okay, since we just went deep, we're going to lighten it up. I have a game.
Okay.
It's called Go On and Leave Me or Come On and Stay.
Did you make like just now on the spot?
No.
I mean,
Was
we're
that
gonna.
in the notes?
It is
Yeah.
in my notes. We're gonna make. Well, I didn't tell you about it, but I told Katie about it. So here's the game. If a girl did this on a date with you, would you leave her or would you stay?
This is great.
I hope you came up with some as well.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I want to
Come
bomb
on,
the spot.
stay.
Okay.
Like basically, what is a big no?
Yeah. If you were on a date with a girl and she got super drunk
On the first.
on the
date.
first date,
Come on, stay.
you give a thumbs
That's
up.
different with
If
all
you can't
people.
get really drunk with your significant other, you
But on the first date.
On
when you
first date, it's
meet
okay?
them,
just get it all on the table.
there you go.
Because some of the best relationships I've ever been in have began
'Cause you
not
both
like
did
meeting
that.
at a bar like that, but like like you go on a date and like you both just kind of like lose. You feel so comfortable around that person that you end up doing that. Sometimes you can get drunk for you're not comfortable, but
Right.
also like I think it's a good thing.
Okay.
And if she ate off your plate without like asking, you just made a face for the people at home.
Like because she was drunk.
No,
No,
like
just
you're
because she
eating
was eating
dinner and
off
she
her
was like,
plate.
"Ooh, that looks good."
And she was like, "Dang, I should have ordered that," and just goes in with her fork.
It definitely wouldn't bother me. I would think it was funny, but then all the other things I think that maybe would come with that type of personality.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like. The actual food thing,
Didn't ask.
it's whatever. But like, I think that there's
There's
the
stuff
rabbit
behind
hole goes
everything.
really deep with
Mhm.
someone that would do that. Yeah. That's
Okay.
gonna be a no.
If she went to the bathroom and you knew she didn't wash her hands,
And then
Maybe-
she ate off my plate.
Wait, maybe she had like, because some people have like Germex in their purse.
yeah, I'm one of those people like use Germex. I don't. Public bathroom sinks gross me out more than
'Cause
public
touching the
bathrooms.
handles and everything.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's a no. I don't think that anybody would say yes to like.
Yeah,
like,
that's
say
true.
To that.
Dang
It's like
it.
don't ask, don't tell kind of thing. But like if you saw,
If you
shit,
knew.
You'd be like, "Don't touch me."
Dang it.
If she talks about past relationships on the first date.
Oh, no way.
What about
No.
religion?
Ooh.
So that depends. Because like you have to. I mean, if you're on the first date, you have to get like, I don't know. Me as a girl, I would want to know what.
I'm more,
Yeah.
I don't like when girls try to like get things off their list, like to see if it's gonna work. Or
Right.
not. Like both
Just
of you
let it happen.
are definitely doing that
Mhm.
subconsciously anyway.
Right.
You know. So yeah, I don't think you bring that stuff up.
Okay.
For me,
Give
anyway.
me more. I'm trying to think of like.
If-
first-
If it's like you're having a conversation and she uses the word "my ex" a lot, like she's like "my ex this, my ex that."
Oh gosh,
No,
no.
You
That's
run.
that's just a no.
Go
What
on
if
and leave.
what if she interrupts you every single time? She asks you a question and then interrupts you.
You're just giving me all bad qualities of people.
I know, 'cause I'm just trying to
Nobody's
think
gonna
of-
be
He's
like,
not
yes, I love that.
staying.
Please stay.
Yes, please stay around. Oh, no, I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Do you have any for
We
us?
gave all the generic ones.
Yeah. Okay. I've got something for you.
Yes.
What if a guy, is it important to you a guy's like relationship like with like their mother?
Yes. Mm-hmm. That tells how he's gonna treat you,
Mm.
girl.
Mm.
Like,
Yeah,
if they
that's
make
important.
comments like about their mom, you know.
Like poorly or
It depends.
Yeah.
Okay. It depends on if it's like they're like loving. Like, of course, you want somebody who like loves their like family and their mom. But if it's like I'm a mama's boy and I'm the baby of the family and I'm the
No.
favorite, like that's too much for me. I
That's
can't
too
handle
much for
that.
me,
Like,
too. But I'm
if you-
saying like if he says like he's saying about how maybe not a mom thing. I think it's a family thing.
family,
He talks
yeah,
about how he cares about family or friends. That's important to me
yeah,
because family doesn't necessarily because you can have a broken family. You could have a jacked up family. Like that's fine
right.
because that you can't really pick your family. You're stuck with them. But like, do you care enough to say like,
Oh, my
I don't know,
family.
bring them up? Like,
Yeah,
oh, my mom.
yeah.
loves
But if
that.
you're like I'm the favorite child, I love my mom so much. Like,
It doesn't necessarily mean you're a mama's boy though.
it doesn't. But I
What
don't
about
know.
the guy decides to split the bill?
That doesn't bother me. I think that's like
There are girls that definitely does.
I don't know if it would
Trust me,
bother
my
me.
friends are-
I think it's like
that doesn't bother me because for me it makes me uncomfortable with somebody
It
because
doesn't-
I think you're expecting something if
Yeah.
you pay for me. But I want you to offer.
I want you to offer. Yeah,
I don't
I want you to
necessarily like. I
offer.
want you to offer, and if it's like a lot, if it's like a $4 BR, I'll let you pay for it. I've gotten
or
through the
yeah, or like maybe if we go to dinner, we go to drinks after. Like if I know what you're drinking, I'll go to the bar and buy you a drink then.
And,
Like
like,
I'll buy the
split it.
drinks at the
yeah. But like the offering
yeah.
is a big thing. that a lot of guys don't do.
Yeah.
Opening the door.
That's a yes.
Is that something that like you will wait for him to do?
No.
No, I won't wait.
I won't wait.
Open door, but I also think like this is just something weird that I notice. It's like if we're walking on a street and like I feel like
If
the
he
guy
stands on the
needs
outside?
if he stands on the outside, I notice
Mhm.
that.
Oh, wow.
Like
He'll
if,
get by the car,
if
not
he's on the
you.
inside, he's gonna like push me in this street. Like I'm
Bye,
leaving.
Jenna.
I'm leaving.
Try and think of like another one for like girls towards guys. I don't know. I'm not like that picky. I'm kind of like just go with the flow. So like if anything, but I can't think of anything that's happened except for like the payment thing that was like a big.
Yeah.
Like I went on a date last Thursday and I got a $4 beer and he got nachos and a beer, which is fine. But he didn't even the waitress comes over and he goes, "Yeah, I'll take the nachos and my beer, and she'll have her beer or whatever." And I was like, and at first she said that she'll split everything, and I was like, okay, whatever. I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna be like whatever, because I didn't eat the nachos, so I was like, well, I don't know why I'm paying for it. Yeah, but I didn't say anything, and I was gonna pay for it, and then he goes, "Oh," like he's doing me a favor. He was like, "Oh, I'll take the nachos,"
You're like,
but
I
he
love
left
the
me with the
nachos.
$4 beer, and I literally was like,
I'll get the nachos like because they're sitting in front of me and they're on my face.
yeah, literally, and I've been eating them the last 30 minutes, and I was like, wow, you're such
Yes,
a
you will take
gentleman.
nachos.
I was like, wow, I'm
Are
falling
you
in
going
love
on a
with you.
second date?
Yeah, see,
When we get to the confessions, I'll tell you what's up with that.
Okay. Let's roll. Oh, wait, we have one more thing to cover.
Okay.
This rolls into my confession. That's why. And it's funny that I'm bringing this up today. So you got a tattoo this week.
Why are you bringing up my
Oh, that's your confession?
Yeah.
Nate,
My
do you have
mom
any
doesn't know.
I
tattoos?
don't have any. I have nothing against them. I just
Are you
make
scared?
impulse decisions a lot.
Yeah.
I
Same.
feel like that 1 week it'll be a really good idea, and then like 2 months later, I'll be like why did
I
do
think it
that?
needs to be something that you're really like
It'll have to be, yeah.
thinking over. Because mine, I've wanted for like 5 years.
So
It'll make sense like when I get one, and then, you know, I don't know how many I'll have, but I like expect by the time that I die that I will have tattoos.
Oh yeah,
So
I could see you up in
I
the sleeve.
don't know.
Yeah.
why. I don't. But I also don't like the idea of just tattoos to be cool.
right.
No. Like I believe
me-
in meaningful
Yeah.
tattoos.
Like tattoos are cool.
Yeah.
Like, if I had it my way, like I would like to have like a sleeve, but like I don't know that I have enough meaningful stuff at this point in my life to have a meaningful sleeve.
Why don't you get a tattoo for every single single you put out?
Oh wow, that is like some Ed Sheeran shit.
That's meaningful.
It is meaningful, but like just for the idea of being meaningful.
Yeah,
Like,
true.
Yeah. Okay.
I think
Well,
they're very cool, and I like them on other people. And
Yeah.
this is gonna roll into my confession. I have a lot of tattoos. I like them all. I've never regretted any.
that's awesome.
Even after I tell
I
you,
like, don't even notice them
Yeah.
except for the one on your. Yep, that one.
even after I tell you about it. So it's funny because this morning I was working out and Santiago, my trainer, walks over and he goes, "Jenna, what's that 12 on your arm?" It's from a past relationship, guys. I haven't ever told anyone hardly. I've told like one person or two people.
Wait, you got a tattoo for like a relationship? Are you stupid? That's like the number one thing you don't
Oh,
do.
yeah.
Were you drunk?
No, I
At
was
least it wasn't
sober.
his name, like Mike
This is
or something.
yeah, but it's still.
It's still right. I see it
there. You
every
see
day.
When you were 12.
Was it in 2012?
I guess that's not.
Was it 1 year?
I was in a really good relationship
12.
when I was 12.
No.
He
I was in a 10-year
he was the
relationship.
best boyfriend I've ever had.
No, and
On
so
the playground.
He
That's
washed his hands.
that's
It's
my
great.
confession this week. I've never told anyone, but it was funny because he brought it up and he goes, "We're gonna talk about that one day." I was like,
Wait, what does this 12 represent?
it was his favorite number. It is the worst tattoo in the whole world.
No. Okay, wait. You need to reclaim it.
And then I'm like, well, here's the debate. It's been on there for like 3 years, and I'm like, first off, it needs touched up because I went and worked out right after I got it, so it kind of got a little damaged. But I'm like, do I cover it up? If I cover it up, I know it's still there.
No, you
Or do I-
cover it up, but you cover it up with something good that like you
Yeah,
won't
like
know
your-
it's there.
Maybe your own favorite number.
Wow.
Or do you have anything in your family that represents 12 or like 2012? What happened in
Yeah.
2012? Anything good?
No.
Yeah, choose- yeah.
Make it a heart.
I
Oh my
don't
gosh,
like
put a big black
hearts.
heart.
Big black hearts represent my big black heart.
You can make it into a heart. Give me a Sharpie. I'll do it for
Or
you.
it's
I
like an
got you.
upside down 71.
I haven't hardly
No.
told anyone,
Is that-
and
can
so
it be a
Yeah, it's
7?
a 71.
I haven't
Like,
told.
if you take out this little
Yeah, just like take that guy and be like, it's 71.
I haven't even told like my
grandfather
sisters.
was-
I told like 3 of my
So when you
friends.
got it, did no one ask like cool?
Oh no,
12?
they they did. I just would like
I like that 12.
just ignore
Wait,
it.
Did you go with him to get? Did he
No.
get a tattoo of you? or
No.
something? What is wrong with you?
I was just like, you know what? Let's do this.
You had to be drunk. Oh my
And
gosh. That's
I
like the
was on
number one
something,
focal
probably.
thing. How long were you dating him?
I mean, this is like a year and a half in, 2 years.
Did you show him? Look what I got.
Oh
for
yeah.
you. He's like,
Sweetie, and then he broke up with you a week
he's like,
later.
you know, my favorite number's 11.
Gosh,
Guys,
Jenna.
This is a terrible decision.
The other guy that likes 12.
I had some.
Wait, you should say
I did have
12 is your body count.
I had
Yeah.
I had another person ask me about it, and I just told him it casually, and he was like,
It's like, well, that really makes you wonder what all the rest of your tattoos are about.
Literally. Wait, so what did the guy say when you showed it to him? Like,
he
cool.
loved it. It's weird. And he'd go around being like,
Loved it.
guys, I love Jenna's 12. Do you guys love it? And I'd be like, oh no.
Did he like post it on his Facebook? Like, my girlfriend's the best. She got my favorite number. What is Taylor Swift with
I don't even know
13?
anyone that really has like
A
like-
number?
I mean, I have a favorite number if I had to think about it.
What?
But it's not like, yep, it's my favorite number.
I don't either.
Yeah, I don't.
I
Except
used
for Taylor
It's
Swift.
kind of childish to have like yeah, favorite number 12.
12.
I used to have a favorite, like I used to have like a number in sports, but like I don't think about that now. But that's my confession of the week. And
That's a
now it's
great
like,
one.
do I keep it or do I get it covered up? Is it
Get
weird?
it covered up.
Is it weird if I date someone else and they're like, why do you
get
still
it
have the
covered up.
12?
It doesn't matter if you're even dating anyone. You get it covered up. You're not with that person.
With
What are
what?
the odds of you dating someone else with a favorite number?
Okay, after this podcast, I will draw 50 things that you can get besides a 12.
Yeah, I mean, like what?
I thought
oh,
about getting the state
your
of
husband's gonna,
Texas.
like always see that and be like, yep, that was her one.
Your husband's gonna be offended that you don't
number.
get his face tattooed on your ass.
Just like, it's a nice 12, guys. You know, I lie
It's
to
a
people all the
nice
time.
12. It's a
Yeah,
12.
just come up with a different. Just don't tell anyone else that.
I don't tell. Well, now people know, but
You should put a 3 at the end, and it's like 1, 2, 3, so it's like you're counting so you can breathe. It's like super sentimental, and you're like, this is when I remind myself to breathe and take time.
Oh, that's
it's
great.
a pause.
Just do 1, 2, 3, and then write a little like breathe.
but it's fine. In my head,
Super
it's,
Pinterest.
like, even if it's, I'm gonna be like, even if I get a new ticket, I'm like, that was that stupid 12.
oh my gosh, I can't.
Well, now,
breathe.
yeah, 1, 2, 3.
No.
Just 1, 2, 3 is good.
I like
1, 2, 3, and then put dot.
I like the placement of it.
Yeah, dot,
And then
dot,
write
dot.
breathe.
Breathe.
Like really tiny.
1, 2, 3. Breathe. And everybody be like, that is such a great tattoo. And it was
It's so
turned into that
beautiful.
from
Because I needed to
such a-
breathe after the relationship.
Yeah.
See? I just fixed all your problems. You're welcome.
There you go.
That's-
Pinterest.
But that's my author confession of the week.
Wait, I thought you had 2. You only have 1?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I have 2.
Okay.
My 1 is you already exposed it. I got a tattoo.
Dang it! What?
Nice.
I got it on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Because what day do you get tattoos? I get tattoos on Tuesday. We were at dinner and we were talking about tattoos we wanted. And I went Saturday with a bunch of my friends and we were at a bar and they were just like, oh, there's a tattoo shop right next door. And they're like, oh, well, let's go get a tattoo. My friend Jason got like a feather tattoo. My friend Corey got the Deathly Hollow symbol.
And you guys all got tattoos together?
Like, I was going to get it that night, but I was so scared of like the needle, which is ironic because like I shouldn't be scared because of my arm.
Yeah.
But I was like terrified of the needle and I was like being a baby about it. So I was like, oh, I'll get it after everybody gets theirs. And I like put it off. And 10 o'clock rolls around, they closed. They were closing. And they're like, yeah, we don't have time to do that. And I was like, damn, like, not gonna be able to do it, guys. Like, sorry. But I've like wanted this tattoo since I broke up with my ex. Because the last
So
tattoo.
it's for your boyfriend too.
No. Because the last tattoo that I had was God is greater than the highs and the lows.
Yeah.
But my ex got it. So then I couldn't get, he got it a year after we broke up.
Oh.
So I couldn't get that. And then I've wanted this one, and originally it was supposed to be a white D. So it would
Like
say,
a-
let go and let God.
Mm-hmm.
And the D, the guy goes to me, he's like, so you're not exactly white. And I look at him and I'm like,
Huh?
what does that mean? Is this punked? Like, am I getting told my, like, nationality right now? Like, I'm not really German and Irish. And he goes to me and he's like, so yeah, your undertone is just like, your white ink will turn green.
Ew.
Yeah, because I'm not white. So, like, I don't have, like, I have an undertone of, like,
Yeah, you're Irish.
like a yellow undertone.
Green.
Instead of like a peachy undertone, which is what you're supposed to have for that. And I was like, oh, well, shit. And then I almost didn't get it. And my
You
friend
just
was
went
like,
for it.
we came all the way here from dinner. You're freaking getting a tattoo. You paid me the $60 already. Like, just do it. And I was like, okay. So then we got there. It actually didn't even hurt that much. Like, I thought it was going to hurt. It just felt like a scratch, like a back and forth scratch. And it wasn't horrible. And it was fine. And then the second one is I ghosted a guy literally yesterday. So
Oh,
Ghosted
the
him?
guy from a date, you ghosted him?
Like, you, like, stood
I
him up.
became...
You ghosted him?
I ghosted him only, which I became the cliche,
Yeah.
which is I always complain about.
Nate,
is-
have you ever ghosted someone before?
He's like,
Oh, you're like
"Hell
all the
yeah."
Not
time.
like on a frequent basis, but like yeah.
No. This is the first and only time I've ever, because,
like, rightfully so. Like sometimes you, some ghosts are like okay to do.
oh, mine was okay. I told this guy like 3 times. Like, this is the guy I went on a date with. last Thursday on Thanksgiving.
The nacho man.
The nacho
The
man.
nacho man.
And he goes to me, and I like told him like multiple times. He was super clingy, and like when you sang the first song, I was like, oh my gosh, this is my life.
I'll take nacho.
I was like, this is
He's
it.
singing songs about our lives today.
Literally. And I was like, okay, so yesterday we were supposed to go on a date, and I had told him that like I don't know if I'm available, and also on top of that, like I don't know how I feel. He like told me he liked me, and then was like, do you like me? And I was like, how the hell would I know that? I look at him.
Do you like me too?
I texted him and I was like, I like spending time with you, but I went on one date with you and I just started talking to you on Thursday. How would I know that? And he was like, well, I wasn't saying that I liked you. And I literally screenshotted the text message and sent it back to him. And I was like, underline, where did you not say that? He was like, I was trying to get out of you that you like spending time with me. And I was like, this is too much. He would like text me every single second of the day. If I didn't respond, it would be like, Greg.
Bullshit.
He added me on Snapchat and Snapchatted me after I didn't respond to him on Sunday because I was moving my house. Like I told him I was, and he like Snapchatted me so he could see if I opened it. Psychopath. And then added me on Facebook
you don't have
yesterday.
your red receipts on, so I'm
No.
Snapchat.
Yes. And then try to add me on
clever,
Facebook
creepy.
to see if I was like gonna accept him as a friend.
Wow.
He's got a lot of free time.
All this stuff, and I was like,
Long
this
free
is creepy. Like I just ghosted him, and then he texted my roommate and was like, what's going on, blah blah blah, as if we're dating.
Wow,
Even if you were
you
dating,
dove right into
that's
that one.
still weird.
I went on one date with him, and it was an okay date, but it wasn't like blowing me away. And I was just like, I need space. Like this is a lot. Like I don't have time to babysit somebody.
Yeah.
And he was
no
just
time.
like text.
He needs a hobby or something.
He needs to like pick up like puzzling or something. I was like, dude.
Puzzling. Okay, Nate, what do you have to confess to us?
So this morning, my roommate had about like this much like orange juice left.
You're that kind of person.
Because I was really thirsty and like I had a little bit to drink last night, so I was like, I have something to drink, and I drank it and left like that much in there and put it like back in my fridge.
Wow.
So it's not like a confession that's like I'm not gonna have to deal with like when I get home. But he was at work, so like I'll have to deal with it like later.
Why don't you just?
But
pick
he always
up
like
something
our
on the way
fridge
home?
is like a pretty like communal thing, but like not really. Like I've gotten myself in pretty like deep water sometimes with like eating foods that like somebody like made, like somebody's like mom like made it for him.
Oh my god.
So this morning I did that, and then I was in the car. I was like, I shouldn't have done that.
Why don't you just bring home
bring
orange
home
juice, like a full thing, on your way back from here?
I could do that.
There you go.
Yeah, that solves the problem.
But it also was like the pulpy orange juice. I don't want that. Like it wasn't even really that good.
Maybe buy a little
it wasn't
one.
that good, but I
Maybe
drank
buy
it.
a little one and dump
I
it
did.
back into his.
And like mid through, I was like, I can't drink all this. So like, I put it back in there. I was like,
Buy a little mini
Buy a little
and then
one, pour
it
back in there.
oh.
And then leave it. And then he'll be like, wow, there's more in here than I thought.
He'll be
And
excited.
it's like he gets a little bit more.
Yeah, he's pretty smart. He'll be like, there is more in there. Why?
What did you do to this?
Yeah, that's
Just
pretty much
dilute it with
how I feel.
water.
That's
So,
funny.
yeah, that's my confession.
Oh man!
These
All
are my
right,
confessions. We need like a little play.
we
play
do.
track.
Yeah, that would be.
I want one that goes, make some noise. Stop that noise.
Just like that. That was a weird sound.
Trying. Okay. Well, Nate, where can everyone follow you and get the new single?
Okay. Oh, where? At first, I thought you said, "Okay, Nate, we're gonna unfollow you." And I
We're
was
gonna
like, oh, wait,
unfollow you?
No, you're gonna follow. Okay. Sorry to say. Okay. Where can everyone follow me to get the single?
Where at?
Where can people follow you?
Well, on
social
Instagram.
media.
I
Yeah.
don't really use Twitter a lot. More Instagram guy.
It's okay.
Definitely
no one
like
knows.
I have a Facebook music page, but Instagram is where things are at right now. Anyway.
Cool.
Okay.
Um,
What's your handle?
my handle is Nate Fredrick Music.
Okay.
There's only
Cool.
one E in Frederick.
It's like Heidemann.
Heidemann. You got
Yeah,
two.
well, most people spell it Frederick. It's just
Oh, Frederick.
So,
Cool.
yeah, it's on. I think as of yeah, it's on Pandora, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, Tidal, all of those.
Like anywhere
you-
you can stream.
Anyway, do you ever listen to your own Pandora station?
I did last night. Yeah.
What else comes up on it?
Chris Stapleton, Dave Matthews, John. Mayer,
Is it like a mix of people
Anderson
you
East.
like and like
Yeah,
you?
I actually
Okay,
really like my
that's
own
really
Pandora
cool.
Station, which is kind of like
I mean, that's
That's
nice
cool,
to
that's what-
endorse
not
it.
that I would like. Yeah.
That's what
But,
you would
I
like
play
push
my own
for.
Pandora station and be like, yes. I don't want to hear my own music on it. I'll still thumb up my
But
music,
you'll skip.
but I'll skip it. So I'll thumb it up and then skip it.
You're like, this is a great song, but not right now.
Not right now.
Well, I don't want thumbs down my own music.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, all right, I'll thumb it up. But yeah.
Cool.
All right. Well, Katie, where can people follow you?
It's Katie, Katie, Kaupp, Kaupp on all socials.
And I'm Jay Heideman, JHEIDEMAN, and we're Inside the Noise.
Yep. Noize
with a Z.
Yep.
With a Z. All right, guys.
And we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nate.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you,
Thanks
Nate.
for having me.
Have a great day, guys.
Burp.
Yeah, you do
What?
need those.